Out there throughout the evening for us, reporting live for us. Ashley, what have we learned so far? Any updates?
Yeah, Jennifer, that plane is still out here on the airstrip. Behind me is Delta Flight 1947. As you mentioned, it had to make an emergency landing this afternoon around 4 p.m. Now, this is a Delta flight that was leaving from LaGuardia, stopping in Savannah, and its final destination, we just found out a while ago, is Atlanta. Now, what happened here is that because of the severe weather we're having with all the lightning, the plane was actually in a holding pattern, circling around the airport, waiting for an opportunity to land safely. Unfortunately, that opportunity did not come, and the plane started to run out of fuel. Therefore, they had to come here to Hunter Army Airfield and make that emergency landing. Now, this plane out here is a MD-88. It holds 155 passengers, and that's how many passengers are on board this aircraft. And what's going to happen now is that these passengers, they are going to stay on board this plane. They're going to refuel the plane and then wait until weather conditions get better before they take off and head to Savannah Airport. Now, we've been checking up, and so far no injuries have been reported or have there been any damages to that aircraft behind me. But we anticipated earlier that it'll be about an hour wait before they can head back off, but it all depends on weather conditions. Soon as the weather clears up, that's when they'll get cleared to head back out, Jennifer.
See vehicles out there at the landing strip when that plane came in. Did they have any problems whatsoever?
Repeat that, Jennifer. I couldn't hear you.
Okay. Did you notice that they had any emergency vehicles around the landing strip as a precaution when that flight came in, and did they have any trouble?
Yeah, Jennifer, earlier when we were out here, and it's a lot clearer, you could see the runway a lot better. We did not notice any emergency vehicles out there. No first responders were responding. So right now, that kind of backs up what we confirmed earlier, with no injuries on board or no damage to that flight, no damage to that aircraft.
Okay, one last question for you, Ashley. You know, with social media, I wonder if some of the passengers on board have been tweeting out or sending out any updates. Any word from any of the passengers that we know of? I wonder what the mood is on that flight. If it feels like an emergency situation or more of a goodness gracious, when are we leaving?
Yeah, I'm sure it is very emergency situation. I mean, imagine being on that flight and you hear the captain come over and say they have to make an emergency landing. I'm sure the passengers on board are a bit antsy, but we haven't got an official word yet on what the mood is like on that aircraft. I do know we do have a reporter headed out to the Savannah Hilton Head Airport. I know some of those passengers' families are probably waiting on standby for this plane to get back over there. Now, all the passengers won't be deplaning in Savannah. Some of them are making their way to the Atlanta airport once everything gets up and moving. But so far, from our vantage point right here, we haven't seen a lot of activity happening on that runway. It looks like they're just waiting to refuel that plane and waiting for the weather conditions to clear up before they can head back out.
Reporting live for us at Hunter Army Airfield. We'll check back with you as the developments unfold out there. Thanks, Ashley. We can also tell you that WJCL